products and factors. Here we go. Fast. What is a product and what are the factors? Just so that we understand. Okay, so product and factors we have, this is the answer. Okay, so what we're saying is these two things multiply together, product times this equals this. Okay, so that means this is a factor of this, and this is a factor of this. Okay, just the same as 3 is a factor of 12, and G is a factor of 12. Yeah? So if someone asks you what are the factors, this is a factor of this, and this is a factor of this. Yeah? They're times together, that's the product. Okay, done. Next, perfect squares. There's two main types that we have been studying. One is perfect squares, one is a difference of two squares. You can have perfect squares where you have a minus, and you can have perfect squares where you have a plus. At this stage, if you can't recognize them straight off, just when we go to expand, just do it longhand. Do them all longhand. You can get your eye in to be able to pick, it follows this pattern, but at this point, don't worry about it. So a perfect square, y minus 2 squared, which is y minus 2 times y minus 2. Yeah? That's it. Y plus 3 squared, y plus 3 times y plus 3. Okay? That's all it means. Difference of 2 squared is a special case. It has the form always, you have the same thing, okay, y minus 2, y plus 2. When you expand that out, it's always going to look like this. Y squared minus 4. So it's this squared minus this squared. Yeah? So for example, if I have y squared minus 16, it's what squared? It's y squared and it's 4 squared. Okay, so you take the square root of both of them. So if I were to do a quick, I'm going to put this into this form. I'm going to have y minus 4, y plus 4. See, I've just taken the square root of each of those terms. So it's the difference, which is subtraction, okay, so it always has to have a negative in the middle, of two things that are squared. That's how you recognize it. Good? All right, next. When we expand, we're talking about the Holy Spirit method. So expanding these two things, the easiest way is you just, okay, it's G times G plus G times 3 plus 2 times G plus 2 times 3. Okay? What we generally mess up on, if we mess up, is we forget that it's times this whole sign. Okay, you have to include the sign. So this would be G squared plus 3G plus 2G plus 6. And then you simplify these, add it together, so you've got G squared plus 5G plus 6. Good? Same every time. That's it. Whatever type it is, you do it the same way. So if you had 3G and I've got a minus in the middle just to make you mad, okay? Okay, this is where we mess up. On the test sometimes, we forgot to include the sign. So if we do this longhand, we're going to have this, that times that. So 3G, that's going to be 3G squared. 3G times 6, positive 6. 6 3's, 18. 18G minus 2G minus 12. Okay, then we simplify. We've got 3G squared plus 16G minus 12. Okay, so you just got to watch your signs. Hopefully this is okay. Okay. This is just the same thing. Okay, you do it the same way. So if I have this now, it's just G times this and G times this, remembering the sign, and then 2G times this and 2G times this. Expand. Okay, so I've got 3G squared minus 4G plus 2G squared plus 2G. Okay, then just simplify it. Okay? Okay, I got blank stares. I hope that's good. Okay. This, if you get 1G plus 3 all squared, what do? Just put it in 2 brackets and do the same thing. G plus 3, G plus 3, and then just, yeah? Okay, you're going to have this ready for you later. I'm just moving along. Okay, so that's all you need to know about expanding. There you go. We've already done half the course on this part. Next part. This is the speed version. Okay, factorizing. So we want to find the factors. This is the big equation. We want, what are the factors of that equation? Okay. If you only have two terms, you just pull out the highest common factor. Okay? Unless it's the special case of difference of two squares. This is not a difference of two squares. Okay? So I can't really find easily the square root of this or the square root of that. Okay? So I just take out the highest common factor. So in here, 4ab, okay, can come out of both of those terms. So I take 4ab out the front. I've got left 4a, and then I've got b. Yep? Okay, that's it. Done. Ta-da. If I have four terms, I just group them in pairs. I think the exam's nice to you and they've even put them in order for you. So you pick two things that have common factors. So here, these both have C's in them. These both have D's in them. Okay? So I group them in pairs and I take out the common factor of each of those pairs. There's always going to be two steps in these. Always. Because what happens is, if I take out the common factor here, it's going to be C. I'm going to get 3a plus 2b. Here I'm going to take out D. I get 3a plus 2b. Oh, shock horror. These are the same. Always they're going to do that to you because they want you to do another step. Okay? So now you summarize down, you're going to have, this is a common factor now of both of those terms. So I've got 3a plus 2b. What else do I have? This and this. So, whoop, that was really ugly. So C plus D. Shebang. Good? It's actually not difficult. Just, it's a matter of recognizing the question, and then you can do the answer, okay?
This is the other way people things of they before.
No, okay, so when you've got products, something times something, 2 times 3 is the same as 3 times 2. Same thing. So whether this bracket's first or this bracket's first doesn't matter. Okay? Okay. Now we're getting harder. Yeah.
If you do it in a way that it doesn't end up in the question of two squares,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, okay, so if for some random reason they give you 4 terms and when you factorize it they don't seem to have a common bracket, you've either chosen the wrong 2 terms or it's not going to work that way. So you just stop. Yeah? But I pretty much guarantee you they're going to be the same. Okay, because they're always going to give you 2 marks in that question because 1 mark is for recognizing what it is and the second mark is for pulling out that second bracket. Yeah? Okay, good. So, difference of 2 squares. This is one situation where you have 2 terms, okay, but you don't just take out a common factor. You can recognize if those 2 terms, if I can easily find the square root of both of those terms, you go, ding, 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 that's difference of 2 squares. So I can write the answer straight away. I just find the square root of each term and put it in this form. Okay? Sometimes they're annoying and they put in they'll times it all by 3 or something and make it confusing. I don't think we have those this time. But so let's just have a look here. Y squared minus 25. I can easily find the square root of both of those terms. Square root of y squared, y. Square root of 25, 5. So, bump, bada, bump, bump. Done. Okay? That's the easiest one you can find. These are really nice. Okay? This one, that's supposed to have a yeah, sufficient. I did it in equation and then it's not good. Now, can I find the square root of b squared on 25? B over 5. Excellent. So b over 5 plus, what's the square root of that? A over 4. Looks a bit ugly, but it's the same thing. Done. Is that nice? Okay? Very nice. Moving on. Last one, these are the tricky ones. This is the second